All right, in the finals, no black mana, but we're going to keep this because Wicker Witch is good. And if we rip a swamp, we're in real good shape here, so seems worth keeping. Ah, another werewolf deck, you say? Oh, Bloodseeker. Perhaps a little madness coming here. Ooh, there you go. There's a good rip. All right, let's go Pale Rider, ditch a land. Ah, Gibbering Fiend. So do I want to block? Well, looks like he doesn't want to give me that option. So the play, I guess we attack with Pale Rider. All right, pretty sweet play. It's probably the first time in my life I've ever seen a rush of adrenaline used defensively, but yeah, that does work. Probably still want to eat the that thing. Well, this we're gonna still trade. Guess we don't get to eat thing with the ooh. All right. Oh, we're going Revenant here. All right. Might be something I got a declaration here. Apothecary a Geist. I do have a spirit too, which is nice. I think we probably just go Declaration Crow here, so let's swing with our Revenant. He gets to block, though. Well, maybe I don't do it then. Alright. Change of plans. Get rid of that guy. Oops, not that one. This one. We do have Delirium now, which makes this Crow slightly less relevant, but that's alright. Twins and a Tooth Collector. Two cards I really wouldn't have minded drawing, but I guess we're that much closer to our Archangel Vavison. That's one way to look at it. What do we got? Briar Bridge Patrol. It's a good card. It's whenever it deals damage to a creature. That's cool. Okay. Well, there's our Call to Bloodline. That's a good rip. Let's get in with Mr. Crow. Still don't want to attack with the Revenant. It just feels like it's a way for my opponent to deal with Skulk. Okay. Fair enough. Take our medicine here. There you go. So we actually get to double block the patrol too, which is sweet. So we get a little life link going. He only gets to investigate once, so it doesn't matter. Digging for that Archangel Avison answer, I imagine. Sanguinary Mage, not really concerned about that. Stallion of Ashmouth's looking good. Not busted, but certainly good. Let's get in with some flyers. Play the Stallion. Guess we'll take it. I mean, we're at 20. I really kind of just don't want my Avison to die. Just because it doesn't seem like there's any reason to do that. So let's guess we swing. I guess we can swing here too. Oh. Guess I could have just pumped Stallion of Ashmouth, huh? Yeah, could have. Who needs it, right? All right. Showed him an extra card unnecessarily, but not a huge deal. I'll remember to pump my Stallion next time. For some reason, I didn't realize my opponent was going to 1. So we're playing against another red-green deck. Kind of weird cards in here, though, right? Because Bloodseeker works better with Madness, so it kind of makes me think he's got, like, Incorrigible Youths, maybe? And Sanguinary Mage is better with, like, a bunch of spells. Not that my opponent doesn't have that. Tormenting Voice, Rush of Adrenaline, Reduce to Ashes. I guess Ravenous Bloodseeker does fuel for Gibbering Fiend, but still some kind of a bizarre little red-green deck from what we've seen. I think there are some cards in there that are going to surprise us, basically. That would help explain why he's got this sort of non-traditional red-green deck in this format. Still some more information to glean. Yeah, we're going to stick it out the same. Turns out Archangel Avison is insane, as the whole world already knew. This one's not going to do her. The old 6-lander. This one's good, however. I like it. Stallion on top. Sure, I'm actually okay with that. I think we're going to ditch the throttle to the Pale Rider. Kind of need my lands right now. And Puncturing Light just feels like it's going to have more impact early. Gibbering Fiend, sure. I could ditch land. We have the need of double white, correct? Yeah. So I can ditch a swamp. Maybe I do that. Yeah, I guess so. Could come back to cost us a little bit, but Throttle's a pretty useful spell, as it turns out. And we do have, 14 other lands we could draw. It's a lot of Gibbering Fiends. All right, that's a good draw. Let's get in there. So I think we're just going to Puncturing Light the Gibbering Fiend. I guess he can rush in response, though. That brings it out of Puncturing Light range. Playing around the Puncturing Light. That was intelligent. Purge. I guess we just play the Crow and then pass. Yeah, I guess that's what we do. Bloodseeker. No play. Crow number 2. I guess so. Just not quite ready to purge yet. So we'll see what he attacks with. If it's just Bloodseeker, we're going to take it, but now we're going to offer some trades. Ooh, Avacyn's Judgment. Nice one. All right. Not sure why he dealt the... Oh, just so I couldn't... I guess that makes sense. But we're still going to block the trade here. Concoction that I can't use right away, but I guess we still do it. Then we can Puncturing Light. I don't know what we're puncturing. Probably the Fiend or the Madness Enabler. I'm not sure. Wasn't expecting that. Oh, probably because we have the Call to Bloodline. I guess that makes sense. So he has 3 card types. He already has a creature in yard. The Madness Enabler versus the Gibbering Fiend. Gibbering Fiend gives him a sense of inevitability, I guess. But Bloodseeker's slightly more annoying. Especially since he doesn't have 4 card types at the moment. Alright. Guess he has to discard to get the full value out of the Bloodseeker, though. Ugh. What do the creatures in my deck look like? Well, I've got Tooth Collector, too. Do I still have Tooth Collector? Yeah. Huh. Guess we'll puncture this. Now my thinking is, I don't know. Damage protection unless he's discarding. Oh, we've got 6 card types in yard. I guess that's good. Still can't really block, so maybe taking out the Gibbering Fiend would have been better? Or taking out the Ravenous Bloodseeker would be better? Yeah, I guess in retrospect. Looks like he doesn't want to make the trade, though. Alright, well, that's good. So we're going to let Convicted Killer flip. I'm trying to think how I best do this. Problem is if I pump the Stallion, I can't use the throttle. I think we're likely just going to block the Bloodseeker, and if he discards, then that's good. Nothing, then I'll just take this out, I guess. I guess he could have saved it with a rush of adrenaline. Something to keep in mind. Well, don't really want to purge that. I guess we got to chill. And we're sandbagging the land because I guess we don't have Call the Bloodline anymore. So maybe I do need to play the land. What do we got? Call of the Waxing Moons. Good card. Definitely going to purge that. Guess I could be swinging with Stallion, but might be dangerous. Guess I can't get out of range for that. Even if I'd played the land, still could have only brought it up to 5. All right. Kindly Stranger, I guess, would bring us out of this, right? All right. So we're going to game 3. Opponent's pretty aggressive looking. What do we got? Rush of Adrenaline, Arsonist, Brybridge, multiple Arsonists, is that right? No, it's the same, just the one. Okay. Absence Judgment, one of the stronger cards in my opponent's deck. Brybridge Patrol is good. This certainly seems like a winnable match, though. I mean, we're the ones with the Archangel Avacyn, right? Haven't even seen anything super bomby out of my opponent. Avacyn's Judgment's pretty bomby, with the, especially with the Bloodseeker. It's just an excellent card. But yeah, this strikes me as a pretty winnable match. So going to game 3, still don't think we have a sideboard. I don't want to. Well, I mean, I can pick the brain for Avacyn's Judgment. How good is that? It's also good against Gatstaff Arsonist. He brought in the Root Out, which is going to be good against Wicker Witch. Not really good against Concoction most of the time, even though it was good that time. And definitely Call the Bloodline, which is probably the main reason he's bringing it in. Do I want to pick the brain for an Avacyn's Judgment? I mean, Avacyn's Judgment's strong. It's a pretty bomby card. He's so aggressive, though, that makes discard a lot worse. Really does. So, I don't think so. All right, let's run it back. All right, we're going to play first. Yeah, I think we got to keep this. Root Out costs 3, right? Pretty sure it does. I guess I can chill on the Call the Bloodline now. Ah, Mr. Bloodseeker. Seeking that blood. There we go. There's a rip we're looking for. So I guess we can ditch a swamp now. We're basically just hunting for that second white. Although we do want to play the Emissary of the Sleepless at some point. And we'd like full value on it, if at all possible. I'd be willing to, I guess, upgrade a Vamp to something else. Okay, 3/5. That is a big, big boy. But we've got outs for that in our deck, so he's putting a lot of eggs in one basket. Keep that in mind. There you go. That's a spicy little draw for you. That is a spicy little draw. All right. Bash away. So I guess we can use it. I'm not going to use it a second time, though. Could have just done it on my opponent's turn. I kind of want my opponent to think I'm going to use it multiple times. We're going to take this. Harvest Hand. So, got some options here. Well, it's got 3 cards in hand, 3 lands, some missing land drops, 2 mana from Reduced to Ashes. They know about Archangel Avacyn, which makes leaving 5 mana up a lot more sketchy. So we could just swing here and play the Emissary because he's likely going to block something. I'm okay with that, actually. Yeah, this is fine to me. I basically don't want him to think we have Archangel Avacyn. Even though, like I said, he's 2 mana from Reduced to Ashes. If he's got like a Lightning Axe or just something that could deal with Archangel, I'd rather hold off as long as I can on that. But next turn's going to be the big spicy turn, I think. Vessel, looking for land, I imagine. We're Gibbering Fiend, okay. If I double block Bloodseeker, he could discard 2 cards. Otherwise, he has to discard a card. I feel like I just double block it. He doesn't even get good value out of it. He has no plays for Madness. Now I guess he gets just a free kill now. I didn't think about that. Alright, that worked out better for him than I thought. Apparatus does something. Alright, let's just swing with this. We're going to go on the Archangel plan. Yeah, he knew about the Archangel. This gives menace to humans. Alright, busting it out. We're still doing a lot now. Even if he has the Reduced to Ashes, he's in pretty big trouble, I would say. Likely trying to get Delirium here. So he found a sorcery And 2 sorceries, a land, and a creature. So he does have 3, which means he's going to get these Gibbering Fiends online. But we have the Apothecary Geist, which is basically all we need. And he can't take the Judgment. So that's going to have to go to his yard. Which I guess, yeah, it means he only ends up with 3. So if I attack with Wicker Witch and he kills it, Archangel flips, which is going to board wipe. Yeah, we probably just want to do that. It just takes out his Gibbering Fiends. Still think it's worth it, because then we can actually follow up after he blocks. Yeah. I think this is right. This is a pretty big play here. Okay, so it's going to die. We're going to flip our Archangel, which means we just have to play Explosive Apparatus and pass. And he's pretty much just dead. Watcher in the web. Guess that doesn't matter. We can take out his Bloodseeker. And then he's forced to chump with the Watcher. Yeah. Even though he's at 3, it's irrelevant. We're just going to force him to chump. And we can't attack with the Emissary, but that also is completely irrelevant. And we play Apothecary Geist and pass. All right, Archangel carried hard. Carried real hard for us. So got the 8-4, got a million tickets and packs and stuff, so worked out really well for us. Hope you enjoyed it. The next draft will be another 8-4. We'll see you then.